Okay, I guess this is a story time that everyone didn't really realize when I first blew up, but need it now. My father and my grandmother were in a incestuous relationship. My father and my grandmother on my father's side, so it's his biological mother, grew up doing stuff together. And then when my father finally married his first wife,
For a backup plan, I've been alone since I was 19. And it's been really hard. But just know that it's so common, and there's so many other kids that are out there going through the same thing. And if you're one of them, you're not alone. Please look at me. Don't hurt yourself. I've been there.
All right, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, I done ran across this crazy situation that's going viral all over TikTok. So basically, long story short, only thing that I did read in the comment sections was that they're sorry about what happened to her, and it says it's a story time about her father. Now, I don't know exactly what's going on with this whole situation, but I do want to say before we move forward into this video that I am sending out some love to you, some healing energy and things like that. You know, we've been running across a lot of situations where family members been doing weirdo stuff, all types of different stuff been happening. So, you know, I just want to send it, you know, a little bit ahead of time. But anyways, before we do anything, I guess I do want to start this off with some positivity. I just want to tell all my supporters out there that I definitely do appreciate y'all. I hope that everything is okay with you out there physically, mentally, and spiritually. And I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life. And when I say this, I'm only talking to my supporters and to those who reciprocate the same energy back to me, and to those who say the same thing back to me in return. I got this ticket sale still going on right now until Monday. So if you want to get you some tickets and things like that, go to the comment section, click that link, scroll to the bottom, and get as many as you want to get while this sale is going on. I will have a different sale going on Monday. It ends Monday, and I'll start another one that day too. So yeah, y'all might want to jump in on this one right here, because this one right here is a little bit more lucrative for you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go ahead and jump in. If you don't, that's on you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I got a 2025 Chevy Trax that I'm giving away in a couple of more weeks. It will be yours right out if you do win. No strings attached like I did with the other car. And yeah, man, I got $1,000 that I'm breaking down in between a couple of different people. So, you know, y'all might want to go ahead and jump into this. I'm gonna break it down in between 4 people. So it will be a total of 5 winners, the car, and $1,000 I'll be giving it out. $1,000 I'll be giving it out to y'all. But hey, let's go ahead and get into this and see what's going on with this whole situation.
okay, I guess this is a story time that everyone didn't really realize when I first blew up, but need it now. My father and my grandmother were in an ancestral relationship.
Oh,
My father and my
what?
grandmother on my father's side, so it's his biological mother,
Hold on, let me start over.
grew up.
Hell nah, boy, hell nah. What the hell? They was together, the mama and the boy. This is your ignorant. Let's get back into it, man.
Okay, I guess this is a story time that everyone didn't really realize when I first blew up, but need it now. My father and my grandmother were in an incestuous relationship. My father and my grandmother on my father's side, so it's his biological mother, grew up together. And then when my father finally married his first wife, and his first wife found the fuck up, she left. My entire family lied to me and said that my father left because she was an alcoholic, his ex-wife. No, because his ex-wife found out that my father and his mom were fucking. Then he married my mom, forced my mom to have me within like a year, locked us both in a trailer home. My dad used me.
Damn.
And then I also found out that he was his mom. And my grandmother would always call my father her first true love and her husband. And when my parents finally divorced when I was 16 years old, he went back to his mother's house and continued his relationship with her. And his family can say that I'm lying, but I have proof. She knows too. She literally knows too. And now that my father's dead, I finally feel free to talk about this.
What kind of proof?
Because he sexually abused me for 16 years, took child pornography of me. My entire father's family is aware of this. My grandmother and my aunt are both aware. My aunt, my father died of a stroke. But before he died of a stroke, he had multiple strokes, and he was basically like a vegetable.
Yeah.
During that period of time, my aunt made him rewrite the will so everything goes to her, which is not legal because my uncle, who's not married in the family anymore, contacted me and told me that he was the executor on the will, so everything she did is completely illegal. So I had to get my father's death certificate, found out that he died from complications of diabetes. Great, because I hated that mother. He raped me for 15 years.
But I can understand that.
And there's video proof of it. Oh, the fun part, my mom is actually taking the videos of everything. My life is so fucked up, by the way.
I see.
So
Shit.
that is why I coped on the internet, reading my mom's text messages, because my mom was recording me getting by my father every single night for 16 years. So everybody who is saying that I was raised reading my mom's messages, no, I was coping because my mom was so abusive to the point where I do not talk to that anymore whatsoever, and she made money off of my child body.
She
But
tripping.
unfortunately, with the statute of limitations, it's too late for me to press charges. But you know, it's not too late for me to finally tell the entire world the fucking truth. The entire truth. Roland Leon Doyle was my biological father, and he and sodomized me for 16 fucking years.
Damn.
And I am more than happy that that mother is dead. And he is the reason why I am as I am. But the reason why my grandmother is still alive, Virginia Fannis. And she is the whole reason why my entire family, she locked me in a fucking cage. She touched me too. And this is my first time finally being honest about this. She touched me too. And no one in our family would believe me except for my one cousin.
Damn.
And I even haven't said it. I don't have to say it to her because I know she knows. I know that family knows the sick things my father and my grandmother did to me because they were doing sick things to each other. And my mom knew all of it. So yeah. When you're wondering why I don't talk to any of my family, it's because they should all be in jail. So
Yeah.
thank you. That is your story time. If you're wondering why I posted all those...
Okay, this one is about to end. I did not know what the hell this was finna be, boy. This is a... Boy, you would think this was some Tubi, but you can hear the frustration, the passion, everything in this right here. This is a real authentic situation. I'm going to try to find out who Cuz is because I want to see who Doyle is, whatever the hell his name is. I just want to say I'm sorry about whatever took place with you and what happened to you and things like that. I know a lot of people been posting your videos and different things like that, but they ain't sending no love to you, no healing energy or nothing like that, and I'm here to do that. I just want to tell you that I hate that did happen to you. There's no way in the hell he should have did that, and I do feel like that he need to burn. You feel me? That's just how I feel. I don't give a damn what nobody got to say about it. There's no repentance, no forgiveness, none of that. You do things like this, boy, you deserve everything that you get when it's after, you know, your death. And whatever suffering that you did beforehand. That's why you keep on having them damn strokes, because you weren't doing right out here in this world, boy. Your own daughter, your own flesh and blood, boy, you crazy. Give me a second, let me see what I can find, and I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, so look, man, I'm back. It's a whole series about this right here. So yeah, the videos, okay, they should be... Okay, yeah, so yeah, I added them to this right here. We're finna go ahead and get into this. I just want to say one more time that I'm sorry that this did happen to you. And yeah, man, we're finna get back into it. Let's go.
It's just my mom and I. That's why. Because I needed someone else to be like, this is okay, because it wasn't. None of it was. Unfortunately, my mother's still alive, so I'm not going to say her name, but people know where she is. She works a public job now. My father's dead. Alhamdulillah, he died last year, and I finally feel free. To really say all of this. So, welcome to my life. And if you're wondering, well, why am I so compelled to tell this now? Well, I actually just recently saw a TikTok about another person talking about it, and I commented on it saying like, well, this is kind of my experience. But literally this girl who I went to high school with, her name is Morgan Rosenheffer. She just got arrested in this area for taking child pornography of an 8-year-old with a shotgun to the 8-year-old before sex on her. And that girl was one of the people that I confided in about everything that my father was doing to me. And she told me it was all my fault. Just to find out that this was doing the same thing to another kid.
That's why she said it.
So that is why I'm coming out, because literally this is not a secret. People in my high school knew about this, including this one girl, and this one girl decided to do the same shit to an 8-year-old, which is so disgusting. And if you don't believe me, right here, that's her right there, and her boyfriend.
I'm gonna get at you. I'm gonna make a video about your ass. I gotta find that after this right here.
I just woke up and I saw all of that. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I posted it. I've been an alcoholic for the past year and a half. It's been rough. I don't go to therapy. I don't go to counseling. I've had therapists just quit on me. And it's very hard because most of this town that I live in knows who my father is and they protect him, regardless of him being dead or not. Because he was a prominent figure in the police community here. and I was technically sex trafficked. And there's a lot of other children in this area that are going through the same thing. And that is why I post it, because there's so many children that are daughters and sons of people that are in police departments that are being used for sex trafficking. And that is the number one way that they use for sex trafficking, because my father was in the police department. And other people in his police department were his biggest buyers. I know I can say this publicly. Lancaster Police in Pennsylvania is being currently investigated for the trafficking ring that I was under.
Damn, man.
Which feels amazing, because that's the only justice I feel like I can ever get. Because my father's dead, so I can't do anything there. I can't do anything about my grandmother because that's statute of limitations and she's too old and veggie. And I wish I could press charges on my mother, but I am too weak. I'm still too weak to do that. But I'm on here to let others know that you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm 23 years old. I own my own house. I own my own car. I have my own business. I have my own savings. I pulled myself out of this. I have no family. I don't have a mother. I don't have a father. I don't have a family that I can run to for a backup plan. I've been alone since I was 19. And it's been really hard. But just know that it's so common, and there's so many other kids that are out there going through the same thing. And if you're one of them, you're not alone. Please look at me. Don't hurt yourself. I've been there. It's not too late. What they did to you will never, ever define you. And what you can do is turn around what they did to you and make a way to define yourself. I took back what they did to me and became a model, an actor, a creator, I'm an influencer. Now I'm out here helping others that are going through the same thing. And that's all I wanted when I was a kid. I wish I had someone, because I had nobody. So I went to school every single day, just kind of hiding it. I was just the person who always laughed a lot. No one ever knew what was wrong with me, because I thought everything was normal. Sorry for my little mental breakdown there. Okay.
It's all right. Go ahead. Take your time.
But you are not alone. If you're going through this, you are not alone. My DMs are always open. It's okay. It will be okay. No matter if it feels like the world is crashing down and ending. Dude, I never thought I would be alive, first of all, at 23. Made it this far. That's crazy. But second of all, to be where I am as financially successful, but also mentally successful in a way where I'm finally able to be open about this and know that it's not my fault, is crazy to me. So yeah, there's just so many comments, and I can't reply to them all, and I just opened my phone and I just started sobbing, and I was like, okay, I need to say something. But yeah, thank you. I just want to clarify, I didn't post that for sympathy, and I think that's very obvious for people who could tell I'm obviously telling the truth. But when I was growing up, I wish there was another creator or just someone on the internet. I felt so alone growing up. I thought I was the only person. And now that I'm finally older, every other scroll I see stories of people talking about their parents being in relationships with their grandparents. It's so much more common than you people think, significantly common. It's extremely common in white supremacy. To drop a little bomb, if you really got this far in 5 minutes, my father and my grandmother were also part of the KKK. They were very white nationalists. My grandmother was a KKK princess. So they believe in that type of hierarchy, but it's also very common in white nationalists to groom and raise your own children. Hence why, to be fair, a lot of Republicans are really fighting to take away sex education in schools, because they are the ones that are doing the most of that, and they don't want their kids to know what's going on. because when I first told my health teacher about what's going on, because there's teachers in my school that knew what was going on, and they reported to CPS, and then they found out that my dad was a cop, and then I would come to school with a black eye. They found out real quick that nothing could be reported. So corrupt towns, corrupt living, corrupt life. But yeah, that's my little rant. Thank you guys for the support. Just know you're not alone. I love you all. The craziest part about this is it's so true, because even the family I had at the time, even the friends I had at the time, like, even told me that I deserved it. Like, I had nobody until I went to college, and like I started being open to people in college, because I had to go to a community college, so I was still living at home with my mom. And even though my parents were divorced, my mom didn't sexually abuse me, but my mom was very physical and mentally abusive, so that's why I had all those messages from me posting at the time. If you followed me beforehand, I posted myself reading my mom's messages. But yeah, and I had ex-boyfriends that would like do the same shit to me. I had ex-friends that would do the same shit to me, like just telling me like, well, you kind of deserved it, you know, that's how it is. And this year, I cut off like 5 other people who were very, very close to me during that time, because those were the only people that supported me during that period of time in my life, but actually used me for my trauma, because they're like, but we told you that, like, we know that your dad did that to you, so we can't be lying to you about anything else. And I'm like, wow, I really had friends that like weren't friends. They were just...
Y'all about to say they weren't no friends. I do want to say that a lot of the times, man, you know, people can misunderstand you and might not want to be around you after that. You feel me? So basically, they probably done had arguments and different things like that, and then they said something so hurtful to her. But you know, when people are dealing with certain things like this, you got to have grace. You got to have patience. You got to understand and dissect and digest what they've been through. You can hear it for face value and things like that, but to actually understand it, grasp it, and try to help a person is going to take some work. Now, I'm not excusing certain behaviors if a person is acting crazy with you and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes some things can get misconstrued, some arguments can get out of hand and things like that, and sometimes you just got to let a person just breathe and get back to themselves, because they are relapsing or going through mental, you know, turmoil at the time. You know, a lot of people play and act like they want to be a hip and hand, but a lot of the time people just want to be in your business, man. They really want to know what's going on with you, and once they figure it out, they're going to use that against you for forever. And them are the type of people that you don't want to be around, man. Them are the type of people that you do not want to be associated with or anything in that area. People always get it misconstrued. You got to understand that there's a major difference between love and nosiness. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the nosiness can look like love, so you got to be careful and aware of that. But a lot of the times, man, people do have a hard time getting past these situations. So if you want to indulge with them after they let you know something that makes them so vulnerable and breaks them down to the core, make sure that you do understand that this might be a eventful situation, you know? But let's get back into it.
Using me like the entire time, because they knew I trusted them because of one trauma. So it's been a lot of that. I can only say like I have 3 real friends, but I have a severe struggle with friendship. I have a severe struggle with relationship. I mean, I've been in a relationship for 3 years. My boyfriend is the real reason why I genuinely feel like I'm healing, because he's like straight up your family up. So I'm like, yeah. And he's like, your friends are like that, but I'm like, yeah. So it's been a huge healing period, and especially finally, you know, cutting out alcohol. I'm not cutting out weed, sorry. That's not happening. I'm Cali sober, I guess. Is that what people call? I don't fucking know. But yeah, that's what my hope.
What happened? That ain't me, y'all.
My hope is, with this being completely open, is that if I ever tried to bring my mom back into my life, I would be shamed publicly, because all of y'all would be like, what is wrong with you? Because I've always tried to go back to her, because I always thought, maybe I'm lying. Not maybe I'm lying, but maybe I didn't see that. Maybe I didn't remember that properly. And I'm like, that's me just trying to repress the trauma. So that's why I'm about this publicly. So I never go back to those friends. I will never go back to my family. I will never, ever fucking go back. So that is why I'm posting all of this on top of it, because if I do any of that shit, y'all would be like, you a clown, and you guys have all the right to publicly embarrass me.
Now, I understand what you're saying, but follow your heart. But I also do feel like that ain't a good idea. Somebody who did you like that ain't gonna give a damn about you right now. But I do believe in following your heart and doing what the hell you want to do. Stop letting people dictate your movements and stuff like that. Even though you seem like you're very strong-minded and you got your man beside you, you know what I'm saying? He seems like he's strong-minded too. So y'all gonna be good regardless. But I do feel like that if you want to follow your heart and you want to reach out to certain people, even if it's not just to make shit right, but to get you some closure, do that. Don't worry about these people, man. People gonna say what the hell they want to say. People gonna have something to say about me in this video and I ain't did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is when you're on this internet and shit. So live your life to the fullest, do your thing, and keep on pushing, man. Everything gonna work its way out. Let's get back into it.
And I've realized that made a lot of people in my past very angry because they're like, that's not fair that you're posting all our business to social media. And I'm like, well, you should have not done it. You should have not done it if you didn't want the world to know, because I'm not even, I could just show screenshots, girl. Like,
it's your funky ass.
Yeah. It's been a struggle. I finally feel like I do have people in my life, but to be fair, I just don't have people in general. I just completely isolated myself. Because that's just kind of where I feel
it's understandable.
The safest is being alone.
Me too.
And I've been taking a lot of my coping into writing music. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of my music, but my music is definitely about just a kid. The first song I ever put out is literally about my parents abusing me. Literally about my parents abusing me. First of all, I just got the craziest DM. So when you first look at this, you're like, okay, hi, I'm a mom of 2. It's kind of normal. And then we get belly buttons. Why are we talking about belly buttons if you're any or outie? And I'm like, okay, well, what is this? Where is this going? So then she's talking about overpriced candy. And I don't want to read this word for word. If you want to just pause it and read this, because what am I reading? And then she goes, you read it, unexpected body parts like the B, and B, and then the V. We got quadruple B's and then a V, talking about Q-tips. Things were stuck. Why am I being told this? And now we get to here where she said those 4 things, those 4 body parts are capable of anything. And I'm like, is this a metaphor of her telling me that I'm capable of anything? Like, what is this? She just drops like the most atrocious, I don't even know what that is. And then we go to, anyways, drops the nicest thing ever, and then goes, don't forget to take care of those 4 holes. Please help me. Am I schizophrenic? What am I? It's been absolutely crazy. Also found out that the entire post is on Facebook, so that's where it originally went viral.
Yep, that's why I seen it.
Found me here because I was like, I posted this a few days ago. Why is it going now? And I guess everyone from my high school is finding it out or re-finding it out, being like, oh, I'm actually telling the truth, because there's a lot of people that was very open about it in high school and in middle school about what was happening. But to be fair, I was always joking. Not joking, but like as I'm talking right now, I talk like I'm joking because I kind of turn everything into comedy. So I can imagine that a lot of people thought I was just saying the most up jokes when I was just saying what was happening to me. So it's been a lot of that, and I've been getting a lot of apologies. They were like, oh my god, you literally said that to me. And I'm like, I know, but I know I'm really bad at tone. So yeah, crazy. Thank you. To give context on why I'm still protecting her is because I'm fully aware that she was a victim that became an abuser. But like, she's still alive and she still has a chance. I feel like, I don't know. Yes, my mommy issues are showing. Yes, I still have sympathy for her. Yes, I have problems. Yes, that is why I need to go to therapy and work it out. You good. You human. But that is my place to say that. But I just wanted to make this one video to make that very clear.
Please do not dox her. Please do not harass her. But she's not in my life. She tries to tell people she's in my life. And that's why I also included that, because she very well knows that she's not in my life. And she works in a store that's very close to where everybody in my hometown is, and everyone who grew up with me knows exactly who my mother is. So they already know. They already knew. So it's kind of been that type of situation, but she's not been in my life for the past 3 years anyways. I've not seen her She gave me her pets and left. So that's all I needed her for, was to get my pets. So that's all I gave it about. She gave me nothing else but trauma. So yeah, that, I don't know if that was the clarification made. I'm not cool with any, like, I don't have a single family member that I grew up with that I talk to. There's only one, and that was the one who told me that my father died, and I'm chill with her. She's fine. I just don't talk to anybody. I don't talk to anybody in my family. And to clarify, my mother is Sri Lankan. My mother's family is Sri Lankan. My father's family is white, American, Irish people, white people. So the amount of racism I'm also seeing in the comments is kind of crazy, because this is not even Indian or Sri Lankan. These are white people doing this. Very racist white people. My dad was extremely racist. That's the whole reason why he married a brown woman. That's more common than you people think. So my mom was very, very abused by my father, and I was not a consensual child, if that makes sense. So I already have that sympathy for my mom, but it's kind of like, I think she did what she had to do to survive. She did what she had to do to survive in this country, because he married her on a 90-day visa. She had no idea how to speak English, locked her in a trailer home and locked her in a cage, did whatever he did to her. When I grew up, did the same to me. I think for her, it was just survival. But when the excuse stops is once I started getting older, and especially after my dad left, for her to continue being a horrible person to me. Because all my friends knew, and my partner even knows, everyone knows how much of a narcissist. My mom is a straight up narcissist. She acts like she's the nicest and funniest person to your face, but when she really gets behind you, she is the most nasty and disgusting narcissist you would ever meet. And she's really towards white people. My mother is a brown person and is racist. Like crazy. She be saying the N-word like crazy, and I guess she has the jurisdiction, but she does not say it in the nice way. She says it with the hearty R towards black people. Like, my mom is not a good person. So she already gets herself into that mess herself. I don't need to out her. She deals with being who she is every single day, going into society, being who she is, because she's alone. She's not been able to date anyone ever since my father, and no other person will give her the time of day because she's psychotic, and she just pushes everyone out of her life. So I don't need to do anything because she's already made her life a living hell, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm really airing it all out there. Today's been a lot. I'm gonna get off my phone. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. I need to go sob for the next 5 hours. Holy shit.
I lied. I was still on my phone. But to clarify, all the people being like, or doxing my mom, which I literally said not to, are like, but she looks like she's besties with your mom. Have you ever had a trauma bond? I could probably pull up videos and pictures of you with your ex-boyfriends looking like you're so happy, but then you come out saying that all X, Y, and Z happened. It's the same for parents. My mom isolated me that I was her only friend. I was not allowed to hang out with anybody, and that's when she was nice to me. When I hung out with someone else and I came back home, every single message that I posted resulted in a fight. Everybody in my circle knows that more than anything. My mom is a narcissist. She looks like she's so much fun until you don't do what she wants, and then she turns into the most psychopathic person, literally. So think about that again. When you think someone looks happy with someone else, remember what happens behind the scenes.
Good morning, everybody. I am so shocked.
So now, like, imagine this, okay? My entire life, I thought what happened to me was very tame. Like, not normal. Like, I'm aware what happened to me was not normal. But, like, very tame. And seeing the outrage the internet has towards my story is like, maybe I should have a little outrage. Unfortunately, I've heard a lot of way worse stories than mine. And, you know, I'm one to say that don't compare. But, like, I did not expect this reaction at all, because I didn't think it was that bad. But that's what happens when you're the one who lives through the trauma. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I have to get back to my regular scheduled program, which is me posting my PR and all of my contract obligation items. If you can't tell, like, how I just post all of my TikTok sample products. Like, I have to, because they have due dates on them. So I kind of have to get back to my regular scheduled program on all of that.
But if you guys have questions, I would love to do a Q&A. I can't go live on this account because I got banned from going live on this account when I was like 16, 17, when I first originally blew up on TikTok, because they said my mascara brush looked like a gun. It was Revlon. But I was debating making like another account to go live on, but I just went live on Facebook last night. But the amount of support on my music is crazy. Sure, my boyfriend said I love you. But the amount of support on my music is crazy. My social media is crazy. Everything's crazy. I even got a few people DMing me about asking me to come on their podcast. No. No. I don't know if I'm ready about that yet. Listen, it's already hard enough to me to talk about it in my own house, in my own bedroom. I don't know if I can sit in a chair, let alone in front of a microphone, in front of a stranger and start yabbling, you know, about that stuff. Maybe years down from the road. Maybe like when a few other people are dead, maybe. But, you know, my father's family are very lawsuit heavy, and regardless of it being true or not, I really don't want to deal with them because I'm already in 2 other lawsuits because I'm actually assaulted by a photographer, and I have another thing going on. I kept getting assaulted throughout my entire life, which is kind of hilarious. Not hilarious. Please understand what I'm saying. But this is my little update video. So thanks, guys. This is I don't know how else to say thank you. Like, I feel like I just keep saying it in every video. And the amount of DMs that I've been getting of people relating to my story is so painful, but it's like that's why I posted this, for other people to be like, hey, I finally feel like I have the strength to speak out. That's my entire goal. So I'm so happy because the entire point of us being abused is they want us to keep silent. And I'm like, let's not be silent. The amount of people that I saw on Facebook, even on my TikTok, being like, you should keep this at home. Why are you outing this? Why are you talking about this publicly? Because there's a stigma about talking about it publicly, and that's allowing these abusers to continue to do this behind closed doors. Let's out these motherfuckers so people know that, hey, it's a lot more common than you think, so kids can stop being abused. I didn't know that. The amount of people that try to say it was my fault because I was 15 years old and I didn't decide to waltz over to the police department, even though my father was in the police department. So what could I do? Like my mom has called the police on my dad many times just for domestic abuse reports, and they all disappeared. My mom had nothing under her name because everything was under my father's name. So everyone is saying that, like, oh, you could press your mom under the felony charges. There is no proof of her. There's no proof of her even existing. There's only proof of them being married and my dad marrying her on a 90-day KV visa. They didn't have my original birth certificate. They tried to have nothing on me. Dude, there was almost no existence of me being born. Let alone, how do I prove I'm abused? I mean, they know about the videos, but to be fair, the police department were the one buying the videos, by the way. Police officers are the biggest clients to child. If you didn't know, all cops are bad. Sorry. I know good cops, but still, all cops are bad. I don't trust a single person in authority because most people that are in authority like children and are in those positions because they like children. So that's my hot take, but
Got out of the shower. But people are making YouTube videos, brother. And most of these comments are like, this needs to be kept at home, brother. That's how abusers keep abusing the book.
Well, that's the end of that video, man. That was a crazy situation. I hate that she went through that, and I hate that anybody out there who did go through something like that did go through that. You know, it's got to be one of the most hurtful feelings to go through something like this with people who's supposed to treat you like royalty and guide you through life, show you the ropes in life, show you the people who to be protective around and things to watch out, when in all actuality those are the predatory people that they should have been telling you about. People like them, you know. It's just sad, man. A lot of people are out here doing these type of things, man. They're so lascivious, they're so lustful and things like that, to the point where they don't give a damn where they got to get their little rocks off at. they're gonna go get their rocks off. Kids, animals, whatever the case may be. And I just feel like it's just disgusting and despicable. I hate that these people are out here doing this to these people, because you got to realize and understand that this is some of the things that will mess them up for life, no matter what. No matter who they talk to, counseling, whatever the case may be, it just will not fill that void, because the level of betrayal is so high. You feel me? But hey, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. I'm sorry that you went through that. I'm sorry that anybody out there in this world who run across this video, and even if you don't, I'm still sending y'all some healing energy. I just hate that that happened to y'all, man. Y'all did not deserve that. These people are wicked, sick, and weird as hell. Please guard your peace, guard your life, guard your energy, everything that's associated with you. The world do not give a damn about you. And I mean, when you do find genuine people, you got to hold on to them, you know. Hey, it is what it is, though. I want to know your thoughts and opinions, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. All right.